Hello, hello. If you are a faithful subscriber, or as I like to call you, a loyal subject, you will already know that I'm on a road trip, and I just recently passed through Forks, okay? You can see by that thumbnail that I went right through it. Still in Olympic National Forest, so I'm not too far away. And, of course, because I was in Forks, I had to read the infamous Twilight book by who? Stephanie Meyer. And I have to say, sometimes content creation requires great sacrifices, and this was one of those moments, okay? I don't want to be too trite and just hate on it outright, okay? Let's maybe start with the good things. So, what's good about this book? Sorry, first, if you haven't read this, I would imagine most of you have, at least if you're a girl. If you're a guy, you probably haven't. That's okay. Don't. It's about this girl, okay? She's a junior in high school. I think she's 17. She has to, or her parents are divorced, so she has to move back to Forks, which is a small town in Washington on the Olympic Peninsula. It's very isolated, about 3,000 people. It's always foggy, rainy, although I was just there and I'm here in June, or July, end of June, beginning of July, and it was hot and sunny, so maybe not representative of the movie or the book, but I'll get to that. Anyways, she moves back to Forks, and she has no friends, doesn't know anybody, kind of makes a few friends, but then falls in league with this guy who is at first really cold towards her, but then she kind of unravels the mystery of him being a vampire, and there's sort of, a few mishaps that cause him to, like, reveal the fact that, I'm a vampire, I read minds, but I can't read yours, so I'm obsessed with you. And then these other vampires come to town, and one of the guys takes a liking to her, and they have to save her and her family from these rogue vampires. And that's kind of how the book ends, is her being saved and this other vampire kind of being destroyed. Yeah. I don't want to infer too much about female psychology from this book, but it's hard not to. Maybe I'll save those comments to myself, but yeah. Certainly some interesting insights. I feel like at the beginning, Stephanie Meyer has a rough start, but she kind of hits her stride. I don't want to be all negative, right? Some of the dialogue is okay. The pacing is good. All the major plot points are good. Like the how the story unravels is intriguing. But yeah, a lot of the writing is just not very good. And let's maybe take a few examples here, shall we? Sorry, I'm being bitten by flies. Okay. Here's an example. Aren't you hungry? He asked, distracted. No. I didn't feel like mentioning that my stomach was already full of butterflies. Okay, that's just very cringe. Here's another one. This is at the very beginning of the book. It says, she's trying to psych herself up to go to school. I can do this, I lied to myself feebly. No one was going to bite me. Oh, that's subtle foreshadowing. Anyways, yeah. I also watched the movie, okay? I managed to use some of my data to watch it. I think in like 360p, like lowest quality. The movie has a very low rating on Rotten Tomatoes. I forget what it is, and I can see why. Okay, now again, let's start with the good. There's some redeeming qualities. I really liked the character of Charlie. I thought he played the uncomfortable, awkward dad very well. I like the characters of Mike and Jacob, but that's about where it ended. Okay, the acting was subpar. The dialogue was laughable. There's at one point near the end where I think it's Rosalie or something looks at Emma and says, like, as a compliment, she's like, "Oh, my monkey man." I'm like, what? Is that a compliment? It was such a weird thing. And like, it's just very cringe. I don't know how else to put it. And like the entire movie has like this like dark blue, like sepia 2012 Instagram filter over it, which definitely is a vibe, but it kind of misrepresents the town, I guess. Like, I don't know, like the people in Forks are like, at least from what I could tell, were very friendly. Yeah, it wasn't dark and brooding, but again, I'm here in the summer, so maybe I got a biased view of it. Anyways, I don't want to say too much about this book, or more than I already have. If you're a girl, you might like it. I don't know. It's kind of a classic. If you're a guy, you could probably skip out on this one. unless you want dark, deep insights into the female mind. Yeah, please, some girl in the comments explain to me why this is so intriguing, this novel. Or maybe it's only for young people. Maybe you older girls are reading back on this and you also think it's cringe. Who knows? Yeah, please leave your opinions, comments, and any other questions in the comment section. But yeah, hashtag Team Tyler's Van. See you later.